about Jesus. That's what I heard. That's really the heart of the generosity of this body. It's not just about, it's not a building, it's about people. And so in this past year, 118 different people have given towards the project and put us at $2.9 million. That's staggering. Here's what's even more exciting to me. That's 1/3 of our body. So 1/3 of our body has given close to $3 million. So what's that mean? That there's 2/3 of our body that still have an opportunity to be a part of this. And I was wondering, what is that like? How's that 2.9 million breakdown? There's a little chart, and it just kind of shows the capacity of how people have given. And it's not about, what I love about this chart, it's not about the dollar amount itself. To me, this chart shows that people gave at a place where they said this to God. God, by faith, what is it that you want me to trust you with? I'm not even sure these people had the money. Having it planned out is one thing, that is faith, but it's a whole nother deal to go, by faith, God, I want to entrust that you're going to give money through me. I don't know where it's going to come from, but for 3 years, this is what we're going to pray for. And it's just remarkable to me, the capacity of how people have trusted the Lord in that. So here's our challenge, though, for the next 15 days before we break ground in July. We thought, let's recenter around the prayer that Jill wrote. It's on your seats. It's a prayer. And say, God, for the next 15 days, we'd love to, actually, the goal would be to get over the 3 million marker before we break ground. So there's a prayer by faith that we're praying as a community, trusting God. So that's one thing. The second thing is, for the 2/3 that are still like, what's my part? What can I do? We're asking that the other 2/3 actually just say, this is what I'm going to do. I want to be on that chart. I'm going to commit this over the next 3 years. And fill out the pledge card and either fill it in or put it in the offering plate over the next 2 weeks or mail it in. Because our heartbeat isn't that 1/3 of our body participate. We think it's an awesome thing. And it really doesn't matter about the amount. It matters when it's done. We did this as a family because we wanted to say, you belong. And we want you here. And so we're asking for the next 15 days to pray. And for the next 15 days, if you haven't pledged, that you would pledge. You'd write it out on a card. You hand it in. Some people say, why do I have to write it down? One, I think it's good. It's a commitment. But two, practically speaking, honestly, with banks, they're wondering, do people actually commit? And that's how you show. Honestly, you have to show them, here's the people, and this is how they committed. So pray, pledge, trust the Lord in that. If you're new to Providence and you're like, man, what's this whole thing about? Feel free to go on our internet. And there's a case statement there, explains the building plans and what's happening.